What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 36, the chapters Beastman and Sea God Part 1. Looking forward to today. Last time we saw Guts berserking in his armour, of course, taking on some of these tentacles. But yeah, again, the kind of kid we saw with the crocodile stuff in the last arc appeared and ended up saving Guts from potentially killing his friends. Still very mysterious, this kid, but plenty of theories out there, isn't there, with him? Some beautiful artwork as usual. Love this shot especially, with the dog or wolf or whatever it is. But yeah, again, this kid that Casca ended up running to, ended up saving Guts again. Got this really nice shot here, them touching him. Then Shirka was able to get in there as well, and eventually Guts made out, but I won't stay on that shot for too long. Still not over and done with yet, of course, this fight with these tentacles. Still got the main body, which I think we'll be going to today. I think they said something about them going to the kind of main source of it, which is that crack in the that kind of giant dark hole we saw earlier on in this arc. But really like this shot here as well, of course, with Shirka and Farnese. Farnese fully kind of realising a bit of her abilities now, so I'm super excited to see that. Do let me know what you guys think about these upcoming chapters down in the comment section though. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. I'll try to get rid of this. But let's get into Beastman. And again, the format upcoming is going to be slightly weird. Again, I'd like to do the three-parter in one video, but just the way it's lined up, it looks like I'll be doing part 1 today and then finishing off with parts 2 and 3 tomorrow. And then I will be doing a triple up with the last 3 chapters. But yeah, let's get into Beastman. Beastman sounds quite strange, doesn't it? Beastman, when we're all tentacled up. It's interesting. It's big. Oh, blessed King of the East, whose spirit rises over the mountains as a zephyr, and whose golden raiment gleams like the sun. I've never before felt such enormous power. O blessed King of the West, whose name trembles even the water spirits who can caper beneath the waves. Such enormous emotion, such enormous existence. O blessed King of the South, brilliance greater than everlasting flame is thy majesty. I feel how small a thing I am. O blessed King of the North, it is for thy rule that all living beings of the earth rejoice. The ritual stuff right here. Interesting blade that, isn't it? That's spring. Like, again, awesome to see Farnese doing this. Such a long way we've came. It's actually hilarious what the Farnese we met originally would have thought of this Farnese doing this. Probably would have tried burning her at the stake. Definitely would have tried burning her at the stake. Quite funny, isn't it? I feel how enormous the thing is of which I'm a part. There, Kepler, Ateg, there, Gedula, Markto. There they are. Seen these a couple times, haven't we? These spirits of the north, east, south, and west. Oh, we've seen them once before. Shirka. Very nice. Yeah, some beautiful artwork. I think especially the kind of water spout right here looks fantastic. What's that? What's happening? What's that? Look at that wild stuff. Looks like she pulled it off. Oh shit. It's so bright. Jesus. It's so bright. A lot is happening right here, though. It's actually fucking Farney's doing all this. Crazy. Wow. Well done, mistress. Nice one. The ritual. Was the spell successful? Look around. Wow. What's this light? It is an aurora. I've never seen its like. Proudmaster right there. I did this? Now that's something. I've sailed all over the world and I've never seen such a thing. You mean you did this? We might make money with this at ceremonies. So what do you think this is useful for? I mean, it's not a bad idea, but sooner or later you just die. Someone will be like, you're a witch. Kill you. Ooh-ah. It's dozens of times brighter than a fishing light. Your party rank keeps getting lower and lower. But, well, so what? It's not like you can expect women and children to swing swords around. I think Puck said that after Isidro spoke. Congratulations, Lady Farnes. Serpico. It really is quite funny how Puck really has almost changed to Isidro's kind of partner now, isn't it? Rather than Guts's. He'll always be Guts's little follower, but he spent a lot of time with Isidro recently. You'd be forgiven if you just thought they were kind of partners. No, they are in a way. They're all a travelling party. Don't get me wrong, but Puck's having a lot of fun on Isidro's head as of late. That was splendid. Now you can truly count yourself among the ranks of the Magi. Maggie. How you'd say that? Is it Magi or Maggie? Probably Magi, but that's pretty good for your first try. But don't let it go to your head. It's your watch. Oh, I don't know why this is scrolling rather slowly. You're our shield. That's the best thing we could have heard from Guts there. It's like no well done or anything. It's just you're on watch. We're relying on you now, big time. Again, much better than any kind of well done. Okay, I swear. I won't let you down. Yeah, there's a little smirk from Cervica as well. Lovely to see, isn't it? Lovely to see. Now, as long as Farnese stays within the formation of her spell, and the light remains within her subconscious, no evil being of the astral world will be able to touch this ship. However, its power is halved against those of the physical world. That's when it will be our turn to shine. We'll handle hand to hand. We're doomed. Let's hope it doesn't get to that. How does that work then? Because isn't the astral world and physical world one now? Maybe there's like beings that originated from the astral world, and the ones that originated from the physical world are part of that half power. Now that the base is secure, we might as well get a move on. Man, I sure drew the short stick guarding women and children. I want to fight with that sea god thing too. A good soldier knows what he's capable of and completes the job set before him. Yeah, I know. Well said, Guards. That is very true. Alright then. Please take care of Casca, that boy, and my body. Draw anything on her, and you two will be sleeping with her fishes. Come on, just a little bit drawing. I forget what did they actually draw with on Shirka's face. What did they use to draw on her? Was it like a bit of charcoal or something? I forget. Obviously, it wasn't a pen. Well, they had ink during these times, but they didn't have pens or anything. At least I'm pretty sure they didn't have pens. I could be wrong about this. And obviously, this is a different universe, but again, we know it's very kind of closely based on actual history. When were pens invented? Do you know what I'm going to guess? I'm going to guess 1892. Excuse me. I mean, this is what I was thinking of when I said ink was a thing. Yeah, I guess these are classified as pens. I was thinking more as the pens we know. Yeah. Well, I guess I was 5,000 years wrong. just a 5,000 years off. But as I said, I did kind of say I know ink was a thing, and you'd use like a quill. That's what I was initially thinking of, like people with quills, and I'd never seen these before. That's interesting. Very interesting. Little bamboo sticks where you pour the ink in and it comes out. It's actually quite cool. So it looks like from this about 1827. So I wasn't too far off, about 70 odd years. I was gonna say 1800. But I'd be a bit more specific. Metal pens were averaged at 1792, and a metal ballpoint in 1800. Wow. Okay. So we could have had, well, no, I think this is set before then, but could have had pens. Again, I forget. It's not really important. Yes, you can count on us. Please be careful. I'm sorry to ask this of you. If possible, I'd like to oppose this foe with magic, but the odd blowing out of that cave is powerful. I fear the interior of the island is totally under the sea god's control, and the spirit's power would hardly make a difference. I'm afraid you must put yourself at risk once again. No problem. He's tough enough to handle getting roasted or tossed around a little. I was thinking the same thing. I feel like this creature is like, it's not one with the island exactly, but it maybe is like underwoods in this island is almost like a shell for it or something, perhaps. What's the big deal? I'm counting on your help too, Miss Good Luck Charm. You see? I realise that. I will not let you go berserk so long as I possess you. You will return alive and well, you'll see. Rest assured. So, did you squat down? Alright, sorry. Please begin. I'm all too aware. Even if Guts manages to retain his consciousness, it won't lessen the burden of the body. A thump. Damn, it's such a pain to restrain this thing. You can summon it at the drop of a friggin' hat. Like a starving beast, snapping at bait. But what is it this time? Is this more magic? Drop. You know what I do? I do hear the sound effect of like a little water droplet dropping in a bucket. Shirka makes her way outside her body. Shirka? Okay, catch. But what happened? A spirit came out. She's haunting Guts. How rude. Call it possession. Honestly, they're both being a horror fan, they're both bad. They both sound bad. Demonic possession or demonic haunting, either way, it's never good. It's grown in power. The flow of odd is more intense than before, but I will restrain it. My laptop's so annoying. I hate the fact that I can charge it. It's at full charge right now. I can charge it to full, and I've got to put the charger on because, I mean, the battery's, I mean, it's not like fully crap. It's not iPhone crap, but definitely worse than it was when I got it, of course. I have to keep on charge because even when I take it off charge and I have full brightness, which I kind of need for this manga, being it's just black and white. Maybe you could argue I don't need full brightness, but it is harder to see. I don't know why it never goes to full brightness even when it's like fully charged. It only ever goes to full max brightness when I have it on charge. It's like, why is that? Why does it need to be charging to be on full brightness? That just seems stupid. You can't ever get to that level without it being on charge. Is kind of crazy, but again, maybe you could argue the fact that I shouldn't have it on full brightness in the first place. See, look at that. It's already improved a little bit here, but it'll go back down. Really annoying. Again, especially with black and white manga. Like for anime, I don't mind it too much, but with black and white manga, it does get quite hard to see sometimes. Batman. The eye. As we see, Guts has managed to take control here. So that's how you put on and take off armor. It's like it's alive or something. Don't go near, it's dangerous. Guts, do you recognize who we are? Don't worry, I'm thinking straight. At least straight enough to know who not to bite. Here we go. Don't get peeled off. No need to worry. No need to worry about who's going to get bitten, hey? And off he goes. And some Frogger. I used to love Frogger back in the day. That was like one of the only games I had for my PC. I had a Toy Story game I remember as well. I always, again, there's this one game I'll never remember the name of it. Like, again, it was like a dragon game. I just don't know enough details about it, but I absolutely loved it. But I never progressed that far in it, and I really want to find it and finish it. But there's just so many games made, I just won't ever be able to find it, unfortunately. Like, I don't know what the cover looked like. I lost the game at some point. Yeah, I'll just never be able to find it, which is a shame. It's not like it was massively popular or anything. I used to a lot of the time just go to like pre-owned stores and just buy games for like £2-3 quid. That's how I ended up playing a lot of Resident Evils and such. Buy a load of like PS1, PS2 games for like two or three quid, and then yeah, play them. Again, this was the time where, I think I mentioned this before, I was a stupid ass bastard. I didn't realise how to actually save a game properly. On my PS2 anyway. I think I was fine on PS1, but on PS2 I didn't realise like you had to input a memory card to save your files on. And I never realised that, so every game I played I'd play it, I'd get through to like halfway, and then when I picked up the next day I'd have to restart from the start. So I'd have to like beat a game in one go, and I don't think I ever did complete a game in one go. But yeah, it probably sounds awful to a lot of people, doesn't it? Every game I played I had to restart from the beginning every time. But I still had fun with games like that. I remember the one was a Smarties game. I used to play a lot of Tag Force, Ego Tag Force, and Double Academy. a big one as well. And as I said, I'd always have to restart them, so it's annoying. Killzone and such. Again, still had good times with it. That ain't human. He's like a flying fish. Are all knights like him? Knights? They don't even make humans like him. Well, it's all thanks to Shirka's magic. I guess he's a transforming superhero. He kind of is in a way, I guess, isn't he? Kind of is a little bit like a Shazam. And I go into dark mode. We better prepare for battle too. He's such a cute little kid, isn't he? Looks like he's taking a notice of the Mero girl. What's up, Isma? Or of something else, perhaps, actually. I hear those voices again. Voices? Voices? What are you talking about here? Again, as well, she's saying. This it? One thing's for sure. Lead. Looks like this is on a different level than the sea hares. This isn't like it was during the day. It's awake now. The Sea God. And that is where we're leaving off. The Sea God. Okay, so pretty cool chapter here. Again, nothing majorly spectacular here. Some nice artwork, of course, as usual. Love this a lot. Probably the standout panel right here. I can't ever use these panels like this as thumbnails, unfortunately, just because like I've got to cut off at least a little bit of it, and there's too much text. I'm not a like master editor, as you guys know. I hardly edit my videos. I don't really want to edit my videos, both from laziness and I just want to kind of keep it raw a lot of the times. But yeah, I'm not a master editor on thumbnails and stuff as well. I was using Paint up until like a year ago, and I still use Paint, so they don't look too bad considering. Yeah, some lovely artwork as usual. I wonder what these voices are that they're hearing. I don't remember Isma hearing voices before, but perhaps that's something I missed. But yeah, off we go into the darkness where we've got a goof sound. So let's read some comments quickly before we move on. That would be quite funny. Seeing a Cedro use the beheaded. I'm still waiting for some Isidro kind of progress with the fucking fire dagger, to be honest with you. Still waiting for that. Will we get that before I catch up? I doubt it. Damn, really? Oh, it's got this far in a month. Well, I guess I only do read 4 chapters a week essentially. I guess you would maybe read a lot more than that. But this guy is caught up to where I am right now in a month, which seems crazy because I think has it been over a year since I've started reading the manga? It's been a long time. This is the biggest playlist I've got on my channel, I think. They're like 160 odd videos. And if we do 2 videos a month, so that that would be like 12 months, right? Right. 4 in a week times 4 weeks, which is just less than a month. Obviously 16 times that by 10, about a year. About a year. And again, I'm not the biggest reader, so, and I read this a lot slower than a normal person. I know that for a fact. But yeah, let's get into the final chapter for today, which is Sea God Part 1. We're getting into the big stuff right here. And it does seem, again, with the type, I guess Beastman was the name for guts in the last chapter then, I guess. Beastman. I'm half expecting it to be like some like super different creature. Like we have all these tentacles, but the actual creature at the end of it just looks crazily different. It's convenient what this does for my night vision. Still, this intimidating feeling reminds me of when we entered that Kleepot place. If this were merely Kleepot, I could borrow the power of the spirits of darkness who dwell there. In this domain, though, the powers of most spirits are blocked by the sea god's powerful spiritual pressure. Yeah, it does look like we're descending into the depths of hell. Oh shit, what is that? It's kind of a giant statue. Guts! What is it? I think it is just like a giant statue. Some guy's head. Pretty well made. Pretty well made. How would you make this? That's a question throughout history, to be honest, isn't it? How would you make the pyramids? But pyramids are slightly different than something as detailed as this. Don't get me wrong, pyramids are amazing. But I feel like it was possible. Like people say it was impossible for them to build the pyramids. I don't think it was impossible, honestly. I think there's actually a fair few explanations for how the pyramids could have been built during those times, to be fair. Doesn't make it any less amazing, of course. A stone statue? Probably a seal. It could be from an ancient culture. Or maybe. In any case, beyond this, we're going to knock on the Hell's front door. On Hell's front door. He does look like a beast man, like he does look like he's turning into a wolf during scenes like this, doesn't he? Does look like a beast man. Here it is. Do you know what I really like? I really like the setting so far of this inside this cave. Reminds me a lot of like the Pokemon games where you find like a Lugia or something. Come to the edge like this, and a giant beast just rises. This is the Sea God's shrine. Here they come. The hares. Oh, and yeah, there's plenty of hares. Where's the Sea God then? Oh, again, you expect some kind of massive creature, but like I said, maybe it's actually unexpectedly, like maybe like tiny or something, or like just not intimidating at all or something. And honestly, it's quite the cute scene. I do quite like the design of these hares. Hey, what's this? Ah, he's back again. Oh, of course, back again. Here we go. Come into my house. Ye be the most welcome here in me abode. Great, you again. I'm getting rather tired of that bony captain. You've overcome many trials and tribulations. I kind of feel sorry for him now. Sometimes you just can't get by if you can't laugh at yourself. To finally arrive here, well done. brave sir. Of all Roderick's gang, you, black swordsman, there truly be only one word for your fighting style: marvelous. It's inhuman. No, these guys got hanged. These guys got hanged between fucking. To be fair, it's weird because I'm pretty sure they're all like kind of one organism. I've got a feeling like the kind of sea god is speaking through him right now. I could be wrong about that. I mean, it does also sound a lot like the captain as well, but quite funny how he's just like, if they are like one organism, they just hanged himself. But he hanged his bad talking fellows right here. But too bad for you. No matter what superhuman feats you're capable of alone, feast your eyes. We'll never run out of soldiers. There's no way for you to resist. And even all these brethren are naught but a single part of you know who. So yeah, they are a part of him. As I said, I think they're all kind of like connected, one organism type deal. I feel like the movie Slither, if any of you guys have seen that. Really good movie actually. I like that one a lot. It's got some big names in there. Slither. It was. I remember watching it when I was younger, and it was absolutely fucking gross. It still is gross. It's got some majorly gross effects. Yeah, it's got Michael Rooker, Elizabeth Banks, Nathan Fillion. It's got some big names in there. Those three, the main ones, of course. But yeah, it's actually a really good movie. If you haven't watched it, definitely check out. It's kind of about some slimes, some technically type creatures. There's a lot of really good kind of gore and disgusting effects if you like that kind of stuff. You guys know I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. Won't spoil the plot or anything, but this movie always reminds me of that movie with fucking. Oh, it's like this weird, like inbred movie. About like an alien. Always reminds me of it. I'm gonna type in something crazy right now. Movie about incest. Incest, alien, horror. This isn't gonna come up with a movie I'm expecting. Yeah, it is. Splice. This movie is also. Every time I think of Slither, I think of Splice. And they're very different movies, but I think it's just because they're just as gross. This is a very weird movie. This is. But that's a pretty awesome cover, honestly. I like that. Meet Dren. But yeah, this is a weird movie. It's got what's that guy's name in? Brody. Something Brody. He's a really good actor. Adrian Brody. I do like him. He's a great actor. Yeah, this is a strange movie, honestly. Never been the biggest fan of it, but it's not bad. It's actually it's good, but again, I've never been the biggest fan of it. It's weird. It's very weird. Weird. I wouldn't even call it horror, really. It's just weird. I did watch a on the topic of incest. I know, strange. I recently watched a video on recently watched a video on Twitter about America's most inbred family. I think it was. I didn't watch the whole video, but I paused and I couldn't finish because I saw an old woman that had a full, like, this wasn't a transgender woman. This was just an old woman that had a full beard, like a bigger beard than obviously than I do now, but she had a full kind of. The hairs were like this big, full on fucking beard, and I was like, "What the hell?" I've seen women with facial hair. So it's quite a normal thing, actually. Obviously, most women don't have much facial hair at all. Everyone has hair all over their body. That's the thing. But she literally had like a big old bushy fucking beard, bigger than I could grow. I was just like, "What the fuck?" Kind of like, what kind of chromosomes make an old woman have a big old bushy beard? I was thinking it might be she might be transgender, but it's just an old woman with a fucking beard. And that's to say the least about how that family looked. It wasn't as bad as you'd maybe expect, but they do look inbred. They do look inbred indeed. They live up to the name. America's most inbred family. And it's quite sad, honestly, because the video started out with them fucking playing with this kid, one of their new kids. It's just like, don't you feel bad creating kids under these circumstances? Under the circumstances as well, but doing what they do is fucking disgusting. But don't you feel bad bringing a life into this world that is kind of maybe poisoned is a harsh way to put it, but poisoned by your inbredness? Whole off topic stuff here, but I found that quite sad, honestly, seeing a kid come out of that situation. Now, strain those eyes, follow the faint light emitted by me, brethren, and peer into the depths of this darkness. Then know that what you gaze upon will be pure despair. Oh shit. This. Sea hair's kind of changing into something. Oh shit. Oh shit. Is this the sea god, or is this them all just like kind of combined? Jesus, it's just one giant fuck off mouth. And again, this is quite reminiscent of that old lady's beard. Try and find her quickly. It just like random stuff like this always just pops up on Twitter. What Twitter's kind of become nowadays is just random pop-up videos. Almost like TikTok really did change the landscape of things, didn't it? But like YouTube changing up its algorithm and such, and adding shorts, and Twitter has been changed massively. I imagine Facebook's probably similar. I don't have Facebook, but imagine that's similar. Again, another crazy. The people that check out people's search history are going to have a field day with me today, aren't they? Checking out all this weird stuff. I think it's this woman here. It doesn't look as bad there. I think that could be a man. I don't know. I assumed it was a woman. I'm not really sure. I assumed it was a woman with a beard, but maybe I am wrong about that. Maybe it is a man. I don't really know. But the beard was bigger in the video I watched. So you can see the beard there. Again, they don't look as you'd expect. They don't look massively fucked up, but it's kind of gross, isn't it? Why are you like proud of this? America's biggest inbred family. It's quite funny because where I live in the UK is known as inbred. Apparently, it's an inbred part of the land. I've never met anyone inbred. I don't think anyway. If I did, I doubt they'd disclose that information. To be fair, so maybe I haven't realised. But yeah, where I live, in football terms, especially you get a lot of stick for being inbred. I don't originate from here, so I don't have nothing to do with that. As I've said a few times, I don't really know where I'm from. I'm definitely part English. My mother's side of the family is definitely English. I'm not sure if it's fully English, but it's definitely English. My father's side is they're a bunch of travellers, and I think they're like Romani, I think it's called. So I think my ethnicity from that side is taken from a few places. I always used to. It reminds me when I was a kid. Honestly, I never realised why, but I always used to get called Mexican. Again, I did have a moustache when I was younger, and I always used to get called Mexican, and I kind of felt there's bullying. At the time, obviously, I don't really feel like it. Just I didn't like being called it. Just getting called names. Get called anything, you probably won't like it. But yeah, I always just get called Mexican, and I didn't really like it that much. Well, I almost see it as a bit of a compliment now. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind looking Mexican. I don't look as Mexican, I guess, now, but again, I can understand why I would. I'm a little bit more orange than most people. Again, I'm mainly white, of course, but I do tan pretty damn easily. Yeah, I had a little moustache, and yeah, I used to get kind of. Again, I won't fully call it bullied, but I used to get called names like that, and I never really liked it. But again, if that happened nowadays, I'd almost see it as a compliment. Mexican people are quite good looking for the most part, honestly. Enough of that though. Oh, we got some more doubles here in a row. Again, is this like the main body of it, or is this just like an amalgamation of the hairs, or is that what it is? Is it just like every being? Guess we'll find out. Too bad, eh? For you were fighting so desperately when nothing more than his whiskers bored up through the island. Okay, so I think this is the main body, and all those hairs and such were, as he said, just like whiskers. More's the pity. And naturally, the sea god took it right personally. That his beloved whiskers were lopped off. Just shaved his beard a little bit is what we done essentially. Gave him a little shave. So I've heard good and bad things about the Erased anime, but I fucking love this song a lot, which it makes me want to watch it every time I hear it. I love this song. One of the oldest songs I've had on my playlist as well. Oh. What spiritual pressure! I never expected this much. How do you fight something so gigantic? That I was just getting. I thought that was Guts going in for an attack, but looks like they're just getting like. I've just realized, like I've said this a few times about me watching One Piece. I've just got to a point where I don't know what haki is, but Luffy has been shown to own the Emperor's haki or something like that. It feels like that's maybe quite similar. It's kind of like a pressure. That's obviously when people will listen to obey what he says. I think that is, but it's like a similar kind of feeling of pressure from what we saw from Rayleigh before. But yeah, it's actually just pressure pushed on them. Oh yeah. Yo ho ho! You're like a shrimp about to be fed to an octopus. You're about to be eaten, shell and all. Now, chow down, brethren. You can't fight this many at once. Let's fall back into the narrower part of the cave so you can take them all one at a time. No, bottlenecks make it too hard for me to maneuver. Besides, I can't whittle away all my strength here at the front door. But there's no way. We're going straight up again to fight all these things? We're headed one way. And one way only. Sorry. Squidding kill him. Squidding. Okay. I guess these guys are still tied up even as part. If they go to attack, surely they just get like their heads ripped off. I like this shot here though, with a sword like that. We're leaping right into that big mouth. Leap into its mouth? Here we go. The meanie, are you hanging us out to dry? The scurvy dog's jumping around. Gow! Oh, we literally used him as a springboard. Quite the impact there as well, bloody hell. He does seem quite squishy. They all do seem quite squishy, don't they? Yeah, fuck it out. I love the contrast in this shot right here. In the guts and the hairs. And the cape. Oh, that's it. Wow, that was quick. Roller is really quick. We did have a fair few double shots here, didn't we? Again, because it's been so quick, I kind of want to read the next chapter now, but it's like, and I'd start with the end part next time. I don't really fucking know, to be honest with you guys. I don't really bloody know. How long is this video? It is a decent length. It's about 40 minutes or so. Yeah, I guess I'll do parts 1, 2, or 3 next time. I don't wanna. That's the thing. I know it's not exactly set out in this fashion of part 1 being the start, part 2 being the middle, part 3 being the end, but it kind of is like that a little bit. And I don't really want to finish off with the middle today, so I think start off with the middle and seeing the end next time would probably be better. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will just read some comments quickly before we finish off the video. Crap being said here in the comments. I think we have had a little bit enough of Bonebeard now, haven't we? I think this is just about enough from him. I like the guy, don't get me wrong, but I think I've just about had enough of him. I feel like this might be honest. I feel like honestly this might be a thing of the past. I feel like perhaps that kind of shock value and such from Berserk might be finished. Kind of seems like with this new arc, with stuff like that, with horror like that, which is a shame in some senses. Again, I imagine a lot of people will be happy about that. I'm happy about it, but also it is like super horrific. Like some of the most horrific scenes in Berserk from the eclipse and such did. I feel like a lot of horror movies and such in general, if they have that kind of invasive kind of nature and feeling of them, like. Again, Evil Dead Rise is a good example of recent horror movie where there was like a scene with a cheese grater grating off someone's leg. It wasn't that bad, but it was invasive and it felt horrible. And like that's not the biggest scale thing ever, but just like small events like that can just feel horrible. I'm not calling the R word a small event, but just like things that feel that's like a small example of something invasive, like something like this, and seeing what happened to Casca then felt disgusting, and it felt disgusting, which is good, but I wouldn't mind not seeing it as well, of course. But it definitely has lost a bit of that kind of edge of that super dark horror in Berserk, hasn't it? I saw a video, I mentioned this a while ago, about seeing a video about someone who didn't like where Berserk's gone. I can totally understand people that don't like the direction Berserk has gone, to be honest. I like it. But it has got a bit more fantasy elements. It's got a little bit less horrific. I'm not sure I'd call it a horror manga right now. Definitely, in this arc, to be fair, it has been referenced to what's his name? I forget. It has been a bit more horrific in this arc, especially. But as of late, especially again compared to the start of Berserk, it is. I wouldn't call it horror, to be honest with you. I would call it a fantasy adventure action with dark elements. I wouldn't call it a horror manga right now. Well, right now I would, but if we discount this arc. I forget the guy's name. I shouldn't, but I always forget the guy's name that a lot of horror, like cosmic horror, is based off. I'll just Google it quick because it's going to piss me off. Lovecraftian, that's the one. Again, it's amazing. It really is just a precedent to how much this guy has influenced things, that you can just type in cosmic horror and this guy's name comes up. This is a beautiful shot right here, whatever this is. Honestly, that looks quite Berserk-like. Yeah, there's definitely horror elements, but I wouldn't call it a horror manga right now. Well, not too much in the comment section at all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, I think, with parts 2 and 3 of the Sea God. So yeah, look forward to seeing that. Again, let me know what you guys thought of these ones in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. See you guys then, and have a good rest of your day, guys.